evening, everybody. This is Billy, the Crafty Floridian, and it's about what time is it? It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, which is Tuesday morning, I guess. And I just woke up from a little nap. I laid down. I didn't take a nap today, so I laid down for a few minutes. Um, I was knitting. I'm knitting a new sweater. So I worked on my sweater for a few minutes. Yeah, I did 3 or 4 lines. And then I turned and I fell asleep. So I said, well, might as well have a little tit tat tit tit tat tit and tat and tit tit. One of those with you guys. So I have some things that I received, and I also have some new makes. And I haven't made any crochet items, but I'm working on some stuff. So I'll tell you all about that later. You know who? I just heard you know who. But don't mind my hair. I got my nap hair tonight. So and I found two different earrings in my ears. They're not really earrings, they're stitch markers, but they're little hearts. They're entirely different, but what the heck? Who cares? So, first off, let me show you the things that I received this week. And of course, they're baby clothes. Now, I will tell you today, 4 big boxes went out, and each box was around $50 to $60. Yeah, to ship. I know. So it was 2 boxes went to Arizona and 2 boxes to South Dakota. So and they were it had toys, it had sweaters, onesies, hats, booties. It had everything in it. Sweaters, well, you saw the dresses. I mean, that was the nicest haul that I've stuck in. I mean, I've had a lot of nice hauls, and they've all been excellent. But I was just so proud to finally be able to get those out um, to the reservations. So that it went out today. Plus, I got some other things that I had hanging around, half made, and I finished them and I mailed those out. I've only got one item left that I haven't heard from the person, and that was Dreama Dremla Coker. Anyway, your doll is ready to go whenever you want to complete the transaction. So that was great. So then I got 2 boxes from Mo, in my famous friend Mo. She lives in Colorado, I believe. That's where she is. Yes, being Colorado Springs, Colorado. So thank you, Mo. But wait till you see the cute little things she's made for babies. So I think everybody's having fun. They're so used to making big clothes that making little clothes makes it really nice. And with the winter coming on, the sweaters, the booties and the hats and stuff they're going to be very thankful for them. And I noticed could I could see that where they would need more preemie babies, little hats and little booties and stuff. So anyway, let me show you what Mo sent. She made this cute little sweater. Look at this. And the colors are true. It's got the orange and the green in it, or teal. It's more like a mint green or teal or whatever. But she made this little sweater. Isn't it cute? I love the sleeves, the way they did the sleeves on these. They're so cute. So cute. And then she did this little sweater. It's another one with it's the same pattern, just different different yarn. But isn't that cute? It's another sweater. This is from Mo. And then she started sending me all these little hats. And this is little purple lavender, I guess you'd say, and this little flower that she made, the handmade flower on top. And inside she has, now these are little, I think they're like little, yeah, I guess they could be little mittens. See, she's got little tiny mittens. Aren't they cute? and she's got them tied so that they're attached to the little hat, so they don't get separated. Isn't that adorable? And it's tiny too. Isn't that cute? Now I've messed it all up. Sorry, Mo. Get that back in there. Isn't that adorable? And then there's a blue one with pretty little, it's like she's got like three little flowers that are they're gathered together at the top. Isn't it cute? And it has the little mittens, little blue hat for maybe a little boy, huh? And then there's a little toddler pink hat. Isn't it cute? And I love this, the way the pink, look at the flower on this, the green, it's like a Kelly green, lime green with the pink flowers. Aren't they cute? These little hats are so cute. And then this could be for a toddler. Just put a little yellow flower on it. Made a little cute little brim here. So cute. Another one of these. This is this mittens? Yes, little mittens. And look, no, booties. These are little booties. And look at the little booties. They got little curly screws on them. Aren't they cute? Those are little booties. And the curly cues match the two that are on the top. Isn't that a cutie? I love it. I love it. Oh, this is one of my faves. It's got the purple and the lilac with the bow. Isn't that cute? I love it. I think that is so cute. I hope I'm praying that I'm going to raise that just in case. Just want to be sure that you can hear okay, and this thing doesn't. But I do have a new camcord, and I know it's picking up the sound, so hopefully that's good. And then we have a little yellow one with a little screwy thing on the top. I feel like I'm sitting on the floor for some reason. And it has little gloves, little mittens with it. Cute. Let me raise my chair up just a little bit. I feel like I'm sitting on the floor or something. Let me raise it up a little bit. I'm not good at coordinating this, guys. But my chair, for some reason, all of a sudden, maybe I'm too heavy for this chair already, because it'll gradually start sinking down. I'll just be sitting here and all of a sudden, whoosh. Anyway, here's some more hats, and this one's got mittens, a cute yellow with the. I was telling somebody the other day, I don't know, I guess it was on Zoom or something, and I said when I was in high school, if you wore yellow with brown, means you were queer. Now, not the queer that we think of queers today, but just queer, different, you know. So we never wore yellow and brown on Thursdays. Now, is that weird or what? But that was one of the things we did back in the 50s. So there you go. And here's another yellow with a purple hat, lavender hat. And this one has little booties. Yes, I can tell the difference between the booties and the little gloves. I'm a learning. Then we have this little hat, little curly cues on it. It's a teal. It's a deep teal color. Isn't that cute? Mo, these are so cute. I have gone through the box because I couldn't wait this time, and I went through and I wasn't up to par. But anyway, so that is just a little preemie hat. This is like a little preemie hat with a little pom-pom on top. This is a real preemie. Look how little and tiny that is. Isn't that cute? See, she just cinched it at the top. See, that's just perfect. You just make yourself a little rectangle, sew up the seam, and cinch it at the top. Makes a perfect little hat. Here's a little cute little green hat with a little green stem. Cute. Here's another one of those little pink bows. Let's see what we got. Gloves are, these are gloves. See, I can tell. But isn't that cute? Oh, so cute. And then we have this little hat. Look at that with the flower with the, let's see what these are. Booties, little booties. They're cute. These are so daggone cute. And they're all different sizes. So, not every baby's the same size, right? So these will fit any size baby. That's pretty cool. And here's another little preemie hat. And let's see what we got in this one. Booties. Little turn down booties. See, this could be great with the winter coming on. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then we got this teeny. Let me see what this is actually. I didn't open this. Oh. See, it's a teeny. This is really cute as I'm taking it all apart. Anyway, it looks like it's a teeny little hat. Look. It goes around. This is red, so it's coming out pink. It goes around and ties like that, and then she's got the little booties to match. This is for a very tiny, tiny little one, for sure. Okay, I haven't messed it up. Okay. Isn't that cute? So tiny. Teeny tiny. So you see, you can make lots of stuff. It doesn't take much yarn. If you need any yarn, let me know. I'll send it to you. But yeah, so this is cute. And we got another hat. This is a blue hat, maybe for a little boy. And it's got little slippers. But aren't they cute? Mo, this is so sweet. This was so nice. I've got another box to show you that I got also this week. And then I'm going to pack these all up and send these. That way I'll be back on schedule getting stuff out. So, now she actually packed these in 2 boxes, and I could see why she would. So that's the first box. Then here's the second box. And this box is from my friend in North Carolina, and that's Cheryl. Thank you, Cheryl from North Carolina. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Try to keep all this together. Okay, so we got this beautiful green and yellow blanket. It has a nice little border on it. Switch that up here. Here we go. Has a nice, pretty little edging on it. That's very pretty. I think this is like a DK yarn or something. I recognize the yarn, but I'm not very good since I don't go out and shop and buy all kinds of different yarns and stuff. It's basically what people send me, and if I'm doing a project and I need yarn, I'll order it online or something. But I don't go into I went into Hobby Lobby when they had that special sale, but everything was gone anyway, so that didn't work out too well. And then Cheryl made this little yellow sweater. Isn't that cute? I think it's so cute. Everything is so little, and it could go with this blanket. Well, the yellow is a little brighter. And then another blanket, blue, be great for a boy. And this is so soft and spongy, really soft and spongy. Isn't that pretty? I recognize the yarn. I've seen the color, but it's so soft and spongy. I just want to sit there and squeeze it. And a blue blanket. Oh, this feels nice too. This, I think, has a little wool in it, but isn't that pretty? Beautiful job. So we got blankets. Put this over here. And we got, and I think you'll recognize this I think this is a fiber spider blanket. But I love the color. It's like a coral pink. Well, it's a coral with the gray. But isn't that pretty? I just love this. I love texture. So, and you feel it. It's just, I know I can't crazy. It's so soft. Ooh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Love it. And the 2 blankets I made, I shipped those off to them too. So they can probably be void blankets. So that's, but this is a very pretty blanket. And I do think it's a fiber spider um, pattern, if anybody's interested. Okay, now we've got a cute little sort of yellow orange dress. And you know, a lot of people have asked, would Kelly's box, when we went through her the items that she made for the babies, I think there's a lot of Bag O' Day patterns in there. I mean, you can I think this is a Bag O' Day pattern also, but Kelly, I don't know if she read the comments or whatever, but if she hasn't responded to me on any of the patterns, so I can't help you too much on that. But I think if you check all old tutorials of Bag O' Day, there are a lot of baby clothes because her youngest was a baby at that time. Rosie, right? Is that her name? No. Yeah. No. No. Anyway, her youngest was a baby back then. So she made a lot of baby clothes for her. So check her channel out if you want to. And I know here's another one. Isn't that cute? I love the way that the little shelf is added onto it. Isn't that pretty? And it's lavender. It's very cute. And she's got little pearl buttons on the back. See, little pearl buttons. So cute. Very pretty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nice texture to it. I love it. And then look at these. Well, when I was growing up, or when I was younger, we called these rompers. They little rompers, and and she put snaps on the bottom here, so you change their diaper and everything. You don't have to take the whole thing out, and that's the way it was back in those days. They had I don't know what they have now, but on the onesies, I'm sure they unsnap so you could change their diaper. God knows you want to get that diaper clean, right? And then here's another little romper. It's got the little buttons in the back. Cute. And she's got snaps on them. Little rompers. And a cute little pink dress. Look at this one. Isn't that cute? Very cute. Little white collar. When I was growing up, they would the collars would be separate, and we'd put them around our sweaters, and they would like snap on or clip on or something like that. But we'd have the little collars to add on to our sweaters. But isn't that cute? And that probably goes back to the Elizabethan time when they were always covering up everything back in then. And then we have another blanket. I think it's like the first one I showed you, the same colors. Same. Isn't that pretty? Very soft and squishy. So thank you so much, Cheryl. I'm going to get all this boxed up with the other stuff, and we'll get that out this week, hopefully. But these are very nice stuff. Very nice. Put this down on the floor. Okay. There. So let me take a little. My mouth is dry. So I've been making a few things, and I wanted to share with you something that I made something for myself. I've loved this fabric since the day it came in. I love it. And it was not a big piece of fabric, but it was enough, that I said, well, should I, shouldn't I? What should I do with it? I decided to make myself a tote. And here it is. Very Floridian, don't you think? So I finished it today, and it's the birds. I think they're just, well, you can see they're parrots or whatever they are. And I put a box bottom, and I lined it. I mean, I put that stuff in it facing, and then I lined it in this beautiful pink that was sent to me. And in fact, all this fabric was sent to me. But I just wanted just a nice little tote. I put Velcro in the center because that's easier for me to handle than snaps and stuff. And plus, it works. But I spaced it better this time, so the Velcro is right in the middle, and it just hangs up. So I made this for myself. I love it. And then, which I had thought, well, I was talking to some girls, and I asked them, and I was going to put a cinch top, put a ribbon in so I could just cinch it up. And they were saying, no, you'll take away from the pattern. And I guess that's why it's hard for me to cinch when I've got straps, because it is the pattern that I like in the bags that I put handles on. So anyway, I made that for myself today. Well, I cut it like ages ago, and then I modified the cut, and I cut it so that it would angle down. It would go wider at the top and not so wide at the bottom. So I finished it today, and I'm real happy with it. Still got strings hanging all over it. But anyway, that I produced today, and I really like it. I'm going to enjoy carrying that around. It's just like when you go to the doctors, you got your medical files and stuff like that, and like I've got a picture of my brain. I've got the MRI pictures that I'm going to carry around. I mean, I just wanted something that I could, and then I could stick a project in there when I go out. But yeah, I've got an MRI. I got the disc of my brain. Didn't look too good to me, but they did say that I was sane, so that was good. So anyway, that's going to go in the bag. Then today I finished another project. Now you remember these projects have been sort of in the wind, but I just was not well enough to even come in here to sit to do any projects. So this is a project that was commissioned to me, and I finished it today. Now this project is for, I gotta put this project was projected me by a really good friend, and she wanted it for a young girl who's going to started kindergarten this year. And what the kindergarten classroom is doing is, like, when you have lunch, you have your own, that looks like that's a wrinkle there. I should have to iron that out. That you have your own placemat and napkin. So she asked me, we looked at my fabrics, and so I produced 2 placemats and 4 napkins. So this is the placemat. This is one side, and it's cats. She loves cats. So these are very playful cats. I thought that was so pretty. And then this is the other side, and the cats with the mask. Isn't that appropriate? So this will remind her that when she eats her lunch, that after lunch she'll put her mask on. So I just thought that was apropos. So both of them have this on one side and this on the other. So they do take interfacing. In fact, I doubled up on the interfacing in this because I didn't think my interfacing was strong enough. So I put 2 in, 1 on each side. So these are the placemats. It almost makes me want to make more of these, but then I think I did a pretty good job, pat myself on the back, of keeping the line straight. But if you have a serger, it would take it right on the, right on the edge, and it would be straight and everything. But I think I did all right. I was wide awake and everything when I did this. I wasn't sleepy. I wasn't tired. Nothing hurt. I just did it. I just love doing it. So anyways, I got those, and then I did 4 napkins. I did 2 napkins in the pink the pink kitty cats, and then I did 2 napkins in the other. And they're on both sides. They're on both sides. So that way she can have her choice. So yes, I was real happy to get that done today. So yeah, so I can get that in the mail tomorrow or the next day. I might feel like doing it tonight, weighing it and get it, put a tag on it, get it in the mail. But I really enjoyed making it, you know. I guess I could do that later, huh? I don't have to spend up your time. So let's see, what else have I been doing? What else? I had something else out to show you. Oh, okay. Sorry, there was a little pause there, wasn't it? And if I was an editor, I could go in and close that little pause. Oh, I turned wrong in my hip. You have to be so careful when you get my age of which way you turn. You never know what's going to slip right out. But I was commissioned this lovely, lovely lady, and in fact, anyway, this lady from North Carolina commissioned me to make some New Orleans Saints, um, two, two, two Dammit Dolls, and a do rag. So her address was Ayden, North Carolina. Ayden, Ayden, Ayden. Well, that's where my family's from. My grandmother lived there her whole life. My mother was born and raised there, and all of her siblings. My aunts, my cousins, my father, my father's the nieces, nephews. You know, a lot of them still live there. Of course, most of my family is gone. All my aunts and uncles have passed on both sides of the family. And my grandmother died a few years ago, like in 2006, I think. That's not a few years. That was quite a while, right? And so my brother lives close to Ayden in a town called Grifton, which is like right down the road. And then Greenville, where East Carolina University is. That's the area where my family's from. Anyway, she sent me some material to make a do-rag and the dolls, and it's New Orleans Saints. Wait a minute. Hope I don't pull the wrong string. So I made her a do-rag today of the material that she sent me. So that's a do-rag. The 2 dolls are in the living room. I'm going to have to stuff and get them, get their hair done. One's supposed to be a boy. One is a girl. I thought I would try to do maybe like a gold or a yellow hair for the girl, and then the boy I could do like black hair or something short, sticking up black hair, something like that. So she didn't give me a choice, so I made the choice. I made an executive decision. So anyway, unless I hear from her otherwise. But anyway, it was just such from out of space somewhere, that somebody from place that my family grew up, and we lived in Ayden until I was off and on for 6-7 years, I guess, before we moved to Virginia, and that's where I settled in for most of my life, almost all of my life. So I did get some some things cut. I'm making a bag out of this kitty cat material that someone saw and said, you got to make me a bag if you make bags. So I cut her one, and I'm going to get that made. And then I actually had 2 requests to make a bag out of this material, that was sent to me. I think you know that I got this once before, and I made it for someone, and then I got 2 requests for this. oh my gosh, I got to figure out who requested it first, because one was verbal and one was email. So do I honor the email, because I've said all my orders should be emailed to me. So anyway, when I went to go and cut this, and I hadn't made a decision then, when I pulled out the material, there were two on here. So that way I could get both of my requests done. So that made me feel good. That made me feel real good. So I've got these cut to work on this week. So I'm not doing too much. I swear to you, I'm not doing too much. I'm just trying to get started, And I can't remember who it was, but they requested me to make I lay everything out on the street, right? So anyway, they asked me to make a large blanket bag in winter. Well, I don't have any winter. I mean, I got dark colors and stuff. So now I'm left in a dilemma of like, what material do I use? So I'm going to get in touch with her, and I laid out 3 or 4 materials that were dark, which could be considered winter or whatever. So I'll get that done. Anything else that I need to do? I haven't done any more dolls. Nope, I think that's all I got to show you. Now I am working. I started another this sweater. I had bought this linen yarn for, and I started to make it, and somehow I screwed up. I had to frog the whole thing. So I'm making a different size, and I'm making it again, the same sweater. But I'm not going to show you yet until I get it, so you can sort of see what I'm doing. And it's made out of linen. It was very expensive yarn, and it's kind of tough. But I think linen, once it's blocked or whatever they do to it, you notice I say they, not me. But I'm going to send it to a friend and let her block it and keep it or whatever. So anyway, so that's what I'm working on. And also I started making a blanket with some yarn that I had up here that I got from Hirschner that was in that corner. Well, I pulled that out, and it's real thick. It's like a 6 or something. So I started making a like a lap, one of those. So I started making that. So I've been working on that off and on. My hands get tired, or the arthritis in my fingers start to get real red. So I know I shouldn't be. So anyway, I'm working on that one, and then I'm working on that sweater, that orangey looking sweater that with stripes, orangey stripes and yellow in it, or fall colored one. So I've been working on that. I've done the front. Now I'm working on the back, and then I have the two arms to do. So those are the projects that I have, but I will give you more of an update when I feel like I'm along far enough that you can kind of see what's going on. So that's what I've been working on. Oh, I have some really neat news. I mean, well, for me. Not for you, but well, maybe for you, but maybe more for me. This one subscriber and I have become friends. We've never met or anything like that, but we talk. She's from my home state, Virginia, and she's going on vacation. And she said, Billie, I would love to come down and visit with you and help you get organized. Well, my teeth, if I had false teeth, they would have fallen out. And I was just in awe. I said, well, when you coming? Come on down. When you coming? Get yourself down here. So we had a nice long discussion and the other day, and then she called me back again today. And was it today? Or was it yesterday? It was a day that she called me back. And today I had virtual meetings with the doctor and had to stick around the house and all that stuff. So I didn't even go to do any more laundry because I didn't want to miss his call. And they're not seeing patients now with the COVID is really bad in Sarasota. So anyway, she's coming to visit me, and I think at the end of this week. And I told her, I said, now my house is a mess, more than a mess. It's like an obstacle course, more than that either. But there's just stuff that could get out of here, and she's thinking the same lines I am, is to bring my sewing in here, my fabric and all that stuff into this room. In other words, I need to repossess my bedroom. And now, let me see if she's lurking. Now, Rosie I have this cotton batting that I'm making some potato sacks out of. Well, Rosie got on top and she's been sleeping on my batting. So I don't know if I should order new batting, and it took me a while to get that in, and I don't know. So I'm going on Amazon, and I think if I order some new batting and get it here faster, and I'll keep it in the plastic until I make it. And but I had to make sure that my fabric, if you make potato bags or bags that's made out of fabric, 100% cotton, has the cotton batting, and then it has a closure to it, so that you can put your potatoes in there. You could put sweet potatoes in there, anything that you want to stick in the microwave instead of just sticking it in by itself. From what I understand, I have never used one, but you have to be careful, and I don't know if I've been that careful. I hope I have, and I hope people that have bought them before were okay with them. But you can't leave them in for like 6 minutes or 7 minutes. You can't do that with the materials, even with a bowl cozy. And I love making bowl cozies. And I will be making some of those for the holidays, so I'll be getting those kits in soon too. And I'm only going to do the reservation for the babies. That's this year's project, so that will end in December. I'll probably send out the last box, the middle of December, and then that will end. And I still have a tote full of hats. I haven't sent those anywhere yet. I'm just going to have to do some research to see where I could send them. With this COVID, it has been very restricted on what kind is certain yarns. Or when people send me hats, I don't know what the yarn is. I'm not going to sit here and second guess the yarn. So I have to think about the hats. I was giving them to schools, but I haven't had any libraries or schools or whatever. So we'll just go along and see what we come up with for this coming winter. But I would like to get these hats donated, because that would put more room in my closet. So that's good. And I still have a tote full of squares that I am going to do something with. I just haven't had the time. And I find that, the older I get, the less energy I have. Not in it. The will is there. I want to do it so bad. And then I can't sit in here for too long. My legs start to swell up. I have a stool. I put my feet up when I'm working. And I'm enjoying. Am I running off at the mouth again? Yeah, I think I am, aren't I? I've been watching all these videos on some interesting crafts, things to do with scrap yarn. I saw one today. They made, I think it's a Chinese coin purse. I'm going, I have got to try that. So I marked it and I, saved it in my thing. So I'm going to make one of those for sure. And then I saw one the other day where it's all in a different language. So I don't understand a freaking word they say, but I'm looking. So they take this yarn, they wrap it around. Say they did two of wrapping, then they tied it and then they cut it around like into a little fuzzy ball. They did two of those. And then they took a bigger ball and wrapped it around all of their fingers, tied it together and cut it, right? So then they took, now that was brown. It was two brown ones and one large brown one. And then they took some little white ones, made little white balls. They were like this, I think. Or was it one? No, it was one in the middle. That's right, one white ball. Anyway, they took the glue gun. They glued the two little brown balls on the big brown ball. Then they took the white one and put it right in his face here, and they glued that on. And then they took those little round eyes, not safety eyes, the ones that you would glue on, and they glued the eyes on. It was a little bear. And then they put crocheted a little string to put at the top, so you could use it as an ornament. I mean, you could give it to somebody as an ornament. It was just so cute. Oh, it was so simple, so simple. I got everything you need right here. All I have to do is, I even think I got this little glue on eyes. I'm not sure, but they're in drawers somewhere. But anyway, it's all kinds of stuff that even with the scraps. Now I do have, I think Dory's coming, so I can give her hers, and then I'm shipping some scraps to Debbie. So my scrap pile is down. So don't ask for any scraps because I've got my people already organized. I've got them over here on the floor in plastic bags. So I'll be shipping those out this week too. I just thought I'd give me a few days to build up my PayPal account again before I start. I mean, that was over $200 to ship those four boxes out. So yeah. So, but that's why I do this. That's why I do this. Don't send me any money, ma'am. I do this. I make these things so that I can ship these things to these babies. So that's the way I roll, baby. That's the way I roll. So anyway, so I'm getting those out. So I feel like I've been a little more productive this week than I have in like 2 months. So it feels good. It really feels good. We're starting to finalize some things for our trip, my vacation here in Florida at St. Armand's. And the house is now completely paid for. And I think the only thing that the girls are having trouble with is the flights keep changing, and they probably will up till. I told them, I said, don't even finalize any pickups or anything until at least 2 weeks before, because the flights keep changing. I think one of the girls has had 5 or 6 changes so far, so it's going to change, and we'll figure it all out. But we'll figure it out. So the house is beautiful. If you want to look it up, it's called the Big Top. It's St. Armand's Key or Lido Beach. I think you can find it that way. But that's the house that we're renting, and you can look it up on Google. And I think it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to meeting all these ladies. We have a new addition that's coming in. She wanted to join us, and it just so happened we had another spot, so we invited her to join us. So we're starting to finalize, a few of the things that we'll be doing. Our show, the mystery dinner night is going to happen on Wednesday night. The chef needs a couple days to get organized because we have a chef for the night that's cooking dinner. So the chef needs a few days to get, have to do the grocery shopping and for the 5-course meal that she's preparing. So it should be, and we had to take into consideration all the different gluten-free milk products. Everybody has an issue with one thing or another. So we're trying to make it as house friendly as we can. So my next project is I'm going to do like an itinerary, not an itinerary, but these are the things that we're planning to do. And the rest of the time is all yours. You can or you don't even have to go to the planning things. You don't have to do the show. You don't have to, the Mystery Theater show. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can, do whatever you want. You don't have to eat at the house. You can go out to restaurants. You do whatever you want. You want to sit by the pool all day. You want to sit in the hot tub all day. I mean, you'd shrivel up. Maybe that's what I should do. Sit at the hot tub all day, and I'd just be as thin as a thing, a little skinny stick by the time. And I'm hoping my sister will come by so that she can meet the girls. She better somehow. Um, so I'm gonna get, and she lives right in Sarasota, not far from the airport, so that I can store. I'm gonna buy the essentials, so we'll have them there for the starting with, because people are becoming in. Why am I telling you all this? Well, you want to know, right? Because we're trying to decide how we might do a live while we're there, and then you can meet everybody. We talked about filming, videoing, that kind of stuff. So if we do a live, um, then other people can watch it. You can watch what's going on at the time. And then we thought, well, if we do a live, we got to watch our language. Isn't that terrible? So we got to watch our language on this one. So you know how YouTube is. One, you know what, and out you go. But if it's a live, what are they going to do, right? It's live, and you slip once or twice. What the heck? So anyway, I think and that'll be in the middle of the week, so we'll have a little, and we'll film. We'll do some more filming individually, I guess, as we go through the week. So yeah, we are planning to go out. One of the ladies is treating us to one night out to dinner, and I decided on the beach house because that's out at Anna Maria Island, and you sit outside in the sand, and they have music, they have good food, a lot of grouper, a lot of fishy stuff, and then they also have stuff. They have gluten-free dinners, salads, whatever. If you eat seafood and you can eat seafood and a salad, and you're gluten-free, you'd be okay. So, yeah, they have great food, great desserts. Oh my God. There's this one dessert where it's like a brownie, and then they stick ice cream on top, and then they put the fudge, and then they put the cream, and then the cherry on top. It's called a heart attack. No, I don't know what it is, but for me, it would be called a heart attack. So anyway, we're putting final plans on a lot of stuff, and so you never know. Something might creep in a giveaway. You never know, because things are happening. So yeah, so it's getting closer. I mean, it's only like a month and a couple weeks away, so it's not that far away. And we've got to pray that this virus gets under control. We don't want to go through what we did, and it looks like we're on the way. So hopefully we're all adults, and so we protect ourselves the best we can. I got the flu shot. I will wear a mask, and I just have to find out. I don't think we would be breaking any laws. I did not call the realtors today because I wanted to wait another couple days before I call them and get an update. Plus, I want to go by and do a video of it. So I'll get and do that tomorrow because I feel more like I can actually plan something that won't take me, that I'd have to cancel. Because last time I was going to do the walkthrough of the house, I was, in the hospital. So this time maybe we can get this all straightened out. And I'll do a video of it so y'all can see it. So anyway, I do have some videos on my phone that I'm going to transfer on here. And I'm going to do a talkover. Y'all love the talkovers. Well, wait till you hear this one. Well, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I said, well, it was at the beach at Sharky's. Remember, y'all, I went out to dinner at Sharky's that night. Well, I got that video. I still have it. So I got to put a couple of clips together. I know. I screwed up when I tried it before, but hopefully if I transfer it and do it on this computer, I should be able to do it. Now, I guess I should go to bed, shouldn't I? It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm not quite ready yet, but that little nap, that 2 hour nap, really kind of knocked me off my schedule. But I have taken my pills. Yes, I found out today I had a virtual um, meeting with my cardiologist, and he told me how important it was. It's one medication I have to take on time. Do not miss one dosage. And I wanted to tell him, but I didn't. I said, well, you should tell the hospital that next time. So anyway, and I asked if there's something that I can take besides Coumadin, and he said, Eliquis. Well, mm, because it's a certain tier level, you have to pay extra money to meet a deductible before they'll give it to you at the cheaper price. Well, I figure I'd really like to give it a try because it's getting more and more difficult for me to get to the lab every month. I know you all say that's a very simple thing, but for some of us, it's just not simple to go, certain hours. And I know. To us, every day's Saturday, so everything's closed. Or Sunday, I should say. Just not Hobby Lobby, but we're closed. So anyway, that's it. I'm not going to talk anymore. I've run my mouth for 51 minutes, but I just wanted to show you a few things that I made so far this week, and I'm going to get those in the mail. So I'll do a ticket right now, put it out there for tomorrow. I think my mailman might have thought I was crazy. You should have seen the boxes and the packages lined up underneath in the hallway for him to pick up. He probably had to make about 3 trips because I took me 3 to get in there to take all that out there. So anyway, all right. Sleep well, everybody. Have a great week, and we'll be talking soon, as Debbie said. And did you check out Debbie's new color? Don't be surprised when you see her video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.